What's up, guys? Now it's going to be time for the starter deck leaders. So we're going to go cover the Goku leader and the Vegeta leader, which turns into a Vegito leader. So very cool art, by the way. I always like to make note of Vegito. Vegito is actually one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters in all of Dragon Ball history, just because he's very interesting personality type compared to Gogeta. Gogeta has always been kind of like the silent warrior, where Vegito is kind of like the trash talker. But I digress. So what the leader does on the front side is that it looks at the top five cards on Activate Main. You look at the top five cards and you add a black Saiyan with an energy cost of 6 or less. So this basically allows you to add a lot of different cards in the archetype, including the super combo as well. So this leader makes it very consistent so that you can add the cards that you need in your deck, but you have to build your deck a certain way to do so. Very simple leader. It awakens alternatively if you have two or more energy and you have a black Mai future Z battle card in play. So it's one of those decks where you have the Z charge on your opponent's turn, and then on the following turn, you basically play out the Mai Z stack with the Mai. You play out this Mai. This Mai says that you can Z stack a Black Trunks battle card. So the Black Trunks battle card that you're gonna play is a Z stack underneath is this Trunks right here. What she does is that you can bottom deck one of your cards from your hand, place her in a rest mode, and then add a Vegito card with an energy cost of 6 or less from the deck. So she tutors one of your Vegito cards that you want in your hand from the deck to your hand, so that you can become more consistent. You just pay the one energy here to play the Trunks. If you want to basically play Goku and a Vegeta, that's both black with the energy cost of 1 from your drop and Reshma and negate their skills. So this basically allows you to Patora. The deck is very Patora heavy, so you're able to just play the Vegeta and the Son Goku and the Vegeta. They all play each other. And finally, we have the final Kamehameha here, where at activate battle, if one of your 6 costs or more is attacking, you can just place one of your Z energy in the drop area, because the deck can Z generate pretty well. And then you can just remove this from play, and then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to the warp, and then choose one of the cards that is attacking, which is going to be the Vegito. And then it gets plus 10k for this battle. So it's just a free 10k boost, and also removes a battle card. And additionally, if you have 4 more energy, at the end of battle, play up to 1 Son Goku and Vegeta, both black from the energy cost of 1 in rest mode. So this allows you to basically recover your boys, so you can do further Patora plays. Okay, so enough talking. We're going to get into the gameplay. So we're going to shuffle our decks. The cards that we want in our opening hand is either a Vegeta and the Goku. So we're actually going to keep both of them because we want a Patora more than once in a game. So we're actually going to charge everything else. Yeah, and then we have these 2 cards in our hand. Okay, we have our hand now. We're gonna set up our life. So I do play this card right here because it is a form of Champa. So your leader is able to get double strike and 15k for only 1 energy. So it's a little bit better than Champa, but you can only apply it to the leader. So that's the only downside of that. So first things first, we're gonna charge our negation because we're trying to show what the deck does. We're going to use the ability here, look at the top 5. And then we're going to add a Black Saiyan here. It looks like we do have the power, Dark Power Mass Saiyan, but we're not going to use that because we want to see what the deck does. I do play this card right here. This card is able to play a Vegeta and Goku with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck in rest mode. So this allows you to basically shuffle your deck and then lock you into playing only Vegetos for the whole turn, so it's really handy. Unfortunately, we can't search for it because it's not a black card, so we can search for this card. Okay, so we do have a healthy amount of Gokus and Vegetas, so we're gonna pay 1 energy here to play them. So we're gonna play this. This plays the Vegeta from the deck with their skills negated. So now we have the Vegeta and the Goku together. We could Batora for 1 energy using this Vegeta, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, so on our opponent's turn, we're actually gonna Z charge. Yeah, because this doesn't take a life on the front side, so we just basically Z charge here. We're gonna Z charge Goku just as we already have Goku, and then they're gonna pass here, and then we draw for turn, and then we're actually gonna charge the Cumber because we want to see what the deck does. Okay, we're gonna pay 1 energy to send the Goku off to the Z, and then we're gonna play the Black Mai. The Black Mai is gonna be able to Z stack the Trunks. And then now that you have a Black Mai out here, you can actually just awaken, but before we awaken, we want to use the activate main on the front side. So we're going to look at the top 5 here. Okay, and then we're going to add a Vegeta. Okay, there, we're going to awaken, untap 1, draw 1, and we're going to take life till we have 6. From here, we can actually swing with the leader. We want to Z charge this turn so that we can play our final Kamehameha. So we're going to do that. So we're going to swing here, and then we're going to draw a card, and then we're going to combo with Vegeta. Vegeta's then going to place this in the Z energy, and then we're going to play the file Kamehameha. Okay, so we play the file Kamehameha by sending the Vegito to the drop area. So now that that's on board, on the backside here, it allows you to draw a card if you union. So we're going to try to union this turn. So we're going to pay 1 energy here to play the Goku. The Goku will then play the Vegeta. And luckily we only have 1 Goku left, so we have to be wary of that. We could swing with the Goku here just so we can aggro them out. This is an aggro deck draw, and we do kind of want to get our life down, total down, so we're going to attack and then take a life here to go down to 5. Okay, and then from there, they're going to take the damage. Okay, from there, you can actually use Mai's ability because we don't have the Vegito that can be free played. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bottom deck a card by switching her to rest mode. And then from there, we're actually going to bottom deck a Vegeta. Then from there, we're going to search for the Vegito that we can play, which is this one, Beyond Shining. Okay, so Beyond Shining does let you Patora for free without waiting for an energy restriction. So we're going to Patora these two together and then play Vegito. So Vegito here is going to trigger our leader on the backside to draw a card. And then, so we have a healthy amount of hand size here. From here, we're going to use the ability here to give the Vegito a +5 for the whole turn. And then we're going to swing with the Vegito here, and then combo with the Vegeta from our drop. So this way we can fill up our Z. Okay, so we filled up our Z, and then we swung for 25. Okay, the Mai is going to be vulnerable now. We can't play the Trunks because we don't have enough energy. This was more of the aggro strategy, so Mai is most likely going to come down the next turn. On turn 2, we've already developed a Vegito, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We can pretty much take the damage because we want to be at 4 life anyways. Okay, and it looks like we draw our SCR. Mine's most likely to come down. We won't be able to use the Trunks ability, but we kind of don't need to anyways. We have a 20k base card already, so we could choose to defend it if we want to. We do have the super combo. We don't have the power burst, so we're most likely just gonna super combo out of it. Okay, and then our turn presses. So then we can charge Batora. Okay, so from here we can actually just use the ability to attack and draw a card. Let's give our Vegito here another +5, and then we can attack and draw a card. From there, we can actually play this guy as soon as we get to 4. So we can pay 1 energy to play this guy in rest mode, and this allows us to not take damage, so that basically we could heal if we need to. And then from there, what we can do is play the Goku and Vegeta again. We did bottom deck the Vegeta using Mai's ability last turn, so we do have another Vegeta in our deck. And then we can actually Patora for 1 here, and then play this guy right here. Or we could play this one. This one doesn't cost any energy, so we're actually going to go for that one strategy. We're going to play All Around Warrior because it's free. This is going to trigger our leader ability to draw. Okay, and then this one basically is able to protect itself from being removed from your opponent's skill. So you get to warp one of your opponent's battle card, and it's also a blocker too. So that's pretty neat. We're probably going to not use the blocker ability anyways. We're going to attack, and then we're going to attack here. So pretty standard plays so far on turn 3. We did not use the last energy. We could use the last energy to play a Mai, but we're actually going to play defense, so we're not going to actually play anything. But we could play a Mai here so that we can start our next turn. We also have the Boo as well. Okay, we're going to shuffle our deck, and then we're going to pass turn. On our following turn here, we could negate with Power Burst, and then grab a Goku. Yeah, pretty much it. It is a starter deck leader, so we kind of have to be more forgiving about the card design. It's very standard. It doesn't seem to be very aggressive, even on turn 3, but it's fine. That's what it needs to do. And then we just pass here. And now if our card stays alive somehow because they try to remove it by KOing it by a skill or by battle, we could just remove the Goku and the Vegeta underneath them to protect. This one might have gone away, so we're gonna actually make this go away. We're not gonna take any damage because they have to get rid of this guy, so it's really hard to get rid of this guy if you're playing in the matchup. So we're gonna pretend we didn't take any damage, and then so they just went for the battle card instead. Your opponent does have the 3 energy, so you can play the Fu, and you can just play the Cumber. So we're gonna have to try to get the Cumber in the drop area. So the way we can do that is probably swing with the leader, and pretty much combo with this guy. Send him to the drop. We don't need to fill up the Z energy. Attack. Pay 2 energy to play the Fu here. The Fu will then play the Cumber from the drop area because that's what it does. And then you're able to warp a battle card ignoring barrier that costs 4 or less. And then you can just swing swing, swing. Pretty standard black deck. Just being able to put up a lot of pressure early. We're gonna play the Mai here. Okay, so we brought out the Mai, but we're not gonna be able to use the trunks because we don't have enough energy. So that's one of the challenging things about this deck is because it's very energy exhaustive. So we're actually just gonna pass here, and then hopefully we just sit on the wall here. Yeah, we could remove the 2Z energy on activate main. So we'll try to do that actually. So we're actually gonna combo this guy and then use the ability to take a life instead to regenerate. So let's regenerate a life here. So we go up to 5 life. This way we can protect our life, but we can also protect himself as well by removing by adding a card from our left to our hand. So this is kind of like a weird +1 every turn, where if it dies, you can just get a +1 off your life that you rejuvenated. So that's really cool. Then on following turn, they're gonna have a hard time removing this guy. So it's a really good SCR in my opinion, unless you're playing against yellow that final flashes it. Yep. So I mean, we've already gone through all of the cards. We've pretty much gone through all the card skills already. So we're just gonna pretend we all attack with everybody. We can use the trunks here for 1 energy, for 2 energy, to play this and then play out a Goku and Vegeta. Then we can Batora for something we haven't done yet. Let's Batora for this one, which costs 1. And then from there, when it's played, you get to warp one of your opponent's battle cards. And then also what it does is when you have 4 more energy, you can pay 1 more energy, and then your opponent loses 1 card from their hand, so it gets 10k power. So we could do something like that, pay the 1 energy, and then they take this gonna switch to active mode, and then it has natural double strike. So it goes for 30k, and then they lose both the battle card and a card from their hand. And then from there, you can swing with this, and then send this off to the warp, and then give this guy a plus 10k. So I think this is going to be your main finisher. Hits for 40k double strike, and then plays a Goku and Vegeta from the drop area. Because you can do that again, and then just set up your other Patora plays. Okay, and then you can just basically pay no energy to play this guy and attack with him. And then make sure, don't forget to use the leader ability. Yeah, you guys get the idea. It's not very complicated deck to play. You can swing with this guy, use the Kraken Space Time, and then pretty much win the game. But yeah, we didn't draw this guy. We had to, we had to do all this elaborate my play so that we can do so. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, it looks like we went through all of the leader, all the cards in the archetype. So it is a starter deck. I forgive it for being less complicated, but yeah, it's pretty decent. Leader is not so great. I wouldn't say that it's a great tier 1 leader. I would put it at tier 2 or something, as it is kind of slower and it's very energy exhaustive. But very cool art, by the way. I love Vegito. I just hope that this leader can actually get a promo. I hope it does, and then I'll put it over the top. But as of now, yeah, it's pretty standard black deck. It doesn't really do much different than other black leaders. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. We're actually going to go into Cell Max on the last one. And then I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. But yeah, peace out. Thanks.